Hello everybody and welcome back to another Lift Me Up video. Oh, sorry, I was trying to sit down then. Oh, I really should do that before I start the video, shouldn't I? Hey ho. Right, our card today is this cute shaker card. Alright, so in your pack you will find you have a card base. Now this one is the other colourway, so this is the Subtles colourway. And this is 7 inches. No, it's not. It's 5 inches by 7 inches. And there is also, whoops, if I can lift it up. This is actually envelope paper. I quite like using envelope paper as a backing paper because it's much lighter, so it makes your card a little bit lighter. And with this card that we're doing, because it's a shaker card, it's quite front heavy. So we need to make sure it's not too heavy that it falls over. So I've got envelope paper, and this one is the Flirty Flamingo one, measuring 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. We've also then got balloons. No, we haven't. We've got clouds, lots of clouds in Blushing Bride. Now you want how many of these? 6 Blushing Bride, 3 white, a watermelon wonder heart, a square of cardstock this time, and this is the Flirty Flamingo measuring 4 by 4. Okay, we've then got a piece of window sheet. Now I've already stuck double-sided tape on my window sheet, so you'll need to stick yours on too, which also measures 4 by 4, and then your card front, which is 6.5 by 4.5, with your balloon cut in the middle. Okay, now, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Here's what I prepared earlier. I've already stamped the front of my card. I've done that bit already, and all I've done is I've just randomly stamped clouds on there in soft sky. Okay, no particular pattern, just plop them on. With your clouds, I've done some of these as well already. Look, I've already stamped Love is in the Air in the middle of them. And what I've done is stuck them to the colour cloud, or stuck the middle one to the colour cloud. Just offset. Whoop, I can pick it out without getting glue all over my hands. So just slightly offset it so that you can see that colour just poking out from behind it. Just gives a nice subtle effect. You've got 6 clouds, which you might think, oh, we don't need that many. You could just cut it in half. I did try cutting it in half. It didn't work, which is why we've got 6. 2 for each cloud. Plus as well, be where you put the backing on, where you put the second one on, it makes it stick up quite a bit when you actually stick it on the card. So it does actually look quite effective. Right, I'm just going to leave those to dry just for a sec. Now, with your window sheets, as I said, double-sided tape all the way around. Take your tape off, or take your backing off rather, of your double-sided tape. We're going to stick this on first. So once you've stamped the front of your, oh dear, I'm rubbish at getting this off. This is what happens when you've got a very bad habit of biting your fingernails, you see. You can never get backings off the stickies. So stamp the front of your card first, flip it over, get your piece of window sheet and just stick it over that panel where the hole is. All right, firm it down nicely, flip it back the other way again, because now we're going to put the heart on, and the reason we're doing it this way is so that we can see where our heart needs to go, and we're going to stick the heart to the window sheet. Now I'm just using a multi-purpose Tombow glue, which sticks it fine. If you're worried, you could always use a glue dot. That works just as fine as well. Centre it on the card, on the bottom of the balloon rather, and just stick it down, and it will hold itself. Whoops, hang on a minute. She says, it's fine, it works, it's fine. Let's put a little bit more glue on there, otherwise it's not going to hold it at all, is it? It's because I'm being impatient, you see, where I'm filming. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edge of that heart as well, so it sticks to the card too. There we go, that's better. So centered over the hole. There we are. Just like that. Right, now grab your balloon. Oh, I keep calling them balloons. They're not balloons, they're clouds, aren't they? Grab your clouds. And we're just gonna stick these on as well. So just put some adhesive on the back of your clouds. Now I'm gonna go for one at the bottom there. And then this one is actually going to go over the edge. See, it hangs over both edges. I think that looks really good, looks really effective. And then one at the top, just again hanging over the top of your balloon. Don't be afraid to go over the shapes. If you look at something in a sort of a 3D aspect, things sit in front of each other, don't they, and behind each other. So you want it to look as your brain would see it were it in the sky. Right, turn over again. Now you will need your foam strips. In your kit you've actually got 4 foam strips. You need 2 for each card, okay? So if we take one of these off, just run your fingers along the edges of that foam strip. Now the reason you're doing that is because it helps to get rid of some of the sticky on the edge. So when you've actually stuck it onto your card, all your shaker bits don't end up just sticking around the edge and not going anywhere else. All right, so just gently pull your fingers across it, just to move it around a bit. And then start at the edge of your card, just below your heart, and just bend it around the balloon. Now this foam strip stuff bends really, really well. So just shape it around that balloon and you'll find that you are just a little bit too short. Hang on, if I get around that. There we go. Okay, so you're just going to be that bit too short. So grab your other strip. Do the same thing again, run your fingers around it just to make sure you've got some of that sticky off of the edges. Pop that up to where you finished and just finish bending it round, and then you can go straight across, whoops, to meet the other side. All right, just straighten up a bit, and then where's my scissors? Snip that off. Okay, the bit that you've got left, cut it in half. Whoop. Try not to touch the sticky too much. Cut it in half and just put one bit at the top and the bottom of your panel. There we go. All right, so that's how you end up with 2 strips per card. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is use our sprinkles to fill up the gap. When I first started making shaker cards, I would put the sprinkles on and then I'd rip it off and it'd ping and fly everywhere. So what I would suggest you do is actually peel that off first. Oh, do you know what? Something I haven't told you to do yet. Hang on, sorry. Stop that. Stop that. You need to stamp on your panel. Now I've used the love heart and I've gone 1 row straight, 1 row upside down. All right, because that just gives a nice effect behind the shakers. Sorry, should have told you that beforehand. Right, back to this then. So peel off this sticky strip going around the balloon. Get your sprinkles and tip half into the balloon. All right, so you've got half for this balloon, half for your other balloon. In fact, I've probably got too much in that one because I've been using these sprinkles for other things, but never mind. I like lots of sprinkles anyway. Get your panel. It doesn't matter which way up you do this because your hearts are going both ways, so either way is fine. But get your panel and stick that over the balloon and firm it down all the way around. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I've probably got too many in there. It's going a little bit too sprinkly shaky, but never mind. That's all right. I don't mind it. Looks quite cute, doesn't it? So that's our panel done. Then just pop that to one side for a second. Get your, in this case, Flirty Flamingo. For your other one, you'll be using a card base of Night of Navy and a panel of Peekaboo Peach. Okay, so Flirty Flamingo, that sits on there, like so. And then with this piece, this is going to be stuck obviously at the top at the bottom, but you need something in the middle as well. So just to give it a little bit extra, so I'm just gonna, well, I would if my glue had come out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on the back there. It's not a little bit, is it? It's quite a lot. Take off one strip, leave one strip on so you can line it up. And then once you're in the right place, excuse my head if it comes into the camera, push it down, and then you can take off the other strip and put that bit down as well. And there you go. And there is your shaker card. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to check on the other videos and come back and see me again very shortly, and we'll be doing the next one. Until then,